And welcome to this video where we're going to learn about circle theorems. Before we do our first theorem, we're going to need to know the names of some key points of a circle. So if we draw a circle, and then draw a straight line that goes from one side of the circle to the other, this line is known as a chord. A chord will always split a circle into two segments. Here we have a segment at the top, and also a segment here at the bottom. Now let's have a look at our first circle theorem. The first theorem states the angles in the same segment are equal. This means if we use this chord that we've drawn to create an angle, but keep that angle within the same segment, all of those angles will be the same size. So let's draw an angle in the upper segment using this chord, like this. If we draw a second angle like this one, or even a third like this one, then all of these angles must be the same size because they come from this chord and they're in the same segment. So if the purple one was 68 degrees, the green one would be as well, and so would the blue one. Sometimes this theorem is drawn without the red chord, so we can remove that and it may look something like this, and the property still holds. It's often drawn with only just two of the angles, so if we remove one of them like this, we end up with this picture where both of the purple angles here are the same size. You can also apply this theorem by drawing a chord here. If you do the same thing as we just did but upside down, you can show that these two angles are also the same. And again, we don't need to draw that chord, so very often you'll see this theorem drawn like this. It's sometimes informally referred to as the bow tie theorem because this looks a little bit like the shape of a bow tie. In an exam though, you want to avoid that terminology and say that the angles in the same segment are equal. But if the bow tie helps you recognize when this is true, then that's fine also.